Is it possible to construct a road that stretches over the ocean, connecting America and Eurasia? Creating a bridge or tunnel across the narrow stretch of water between Russia and Alaska would be a massive project. Talks about this idea have been going on for years, but it has always been rejected because it's so challenging to do. Now, both Russia and China are thinking about making it happen. In this discussion, we will delve into the details of this huge undertaking and explore what makes it such an interesting and exciting idea. Is it possible to build a road over the ocean, connecting America and Eurasia? Constructing a bridge or tunnel across the narrow stretch of water between Russia and Alaska would be an enormous task. Talks about this project have been happening for years, but it has always been rejected because of its complicated logistics. Now, Russia and China are thinking about it, and it might actually happen. Today, let's delve into this massive project and discover all the amazing details that make the idea so interesting. The dream of a highway spanning the ocean could bring two continents together, creating a unique connection that would reshape the way we think about travel and connectivity on a global scale. China and Russia are suggesting a massive project, a billion-dollar tunnel under the Bering Strait. This tunnel would be a groundbreaking engineering achievement, creating the longest tunnel on Earth and connecting continents. The Bering Strait is just 83 kilometers wide and has a maximum depth of 50 meters, with two big islands in the middle. The proposed Bering Strait crossing aims to enhance trade and collaboration among Russia, China, and the US by establishing a direct physical link. This ambitious endeavor not only showcases the strategic geography of the location, but also has the potential to strengthen relationships between these three nations, fostering greater cooperation and economic ties. Many people doubt if this plan is possible, but engineers say it can be done. Building a connection at the Bering Strait is completely doable. The idea of a bridge or tunnel across the strait dates back to 1892, when American engineer Joseph Strauss proposed the first bridge. Unfortunately, the Russian Empire rejected his idea. In 1904, American railroad magnates suggested a tunnel, and a year later, Russians under Nicholas II gave their approval. However, officials debated the project and ultimately rejected it in 1907. Despite past setbacks, modern engineers believe that with advanced technology, constructing a connection at the Bering Strait is not only feasible, but also a realistic possibility. After several chaotic events in the past, the idea was ignored until 1958 when Tangent Lin, a Chinese-American structural engineer, brought it back. Lin proposed a massive 85-kilometer-long bridge over the ocean, surpassing the existing record held by the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge by 30 kilometers. His vision aimed to strengthen trade and cultural ties between China and Russia. However, the concept faced challenges, and despite efforts, it eventually lost momentum. Unfortunately, a few years after Lin's passing in 2003, the proposal faded away completely, leaving behind an unrealized dream of a vast bridge connecting two nations. Back in 2007, Russia came up with the TKM link, also called the Intercontinental Link. It's a huge project that involves building a 6,000-kilometer-long rail and oil link. This link connects Komsomolsk and Yakutsk in Russia to Alaska. One of the most challenging parts of this project is a 103-kilometer-long tunnel that needs to be built under the Bering Strait. This tunnel is even longer than the underwater part of the Channel Tunnel that connects the UK and France. The TKM link got approval from Vladimir Putin, who was Russia's prime minister at the time, in 2008. The Russian government officially approved the project in 2011. Then, in 2014, Chinese transportation experts came up with their own idea based on this. They proposed a high-speed rail line that stretches for 10,000 kilometers from northeast China to the United States. This line would also include an undersea tunnel beneath the Bering Strait. The whole project, including different versions of it that China and Russia are discussing with the US and Canada, is estimated to cost between $65 to $105 billion. It's expected to take between 10 to 15 years to complete. Japan and Korea have shown interest in the project too. Japanese companies have offered to help build the tunnel at a cost of $60 million per kilometer. However, as of now, neither Japan nor Korea has moved beyond the initial planning stages for this project. Constructing a bridge or tunnel over the Bering Strait comes with numerous challenges, despite the proven feasibility of such a project. The region lacks icebergs but has ice floes, thin sheets of floating ice that could exert forces up to 44 meganewtons on a bridge pier, presenting a significant structural hurdle. Additionally, the extreme cold temperatures in the area could make the bridge's exposed steel brittle, necessitating the covering of the entire structure with concrete. Beyond the engineering obstacles, the Bering Strait's surrounding region faces developmental gaps. On the Russian side, there are no railways for a vast stretch of 3,200 kilometers, and the nearest highway, the Inada Highway, is still over 400 kilometers away and currently under construction. Similarly, the American side lacks railways or highways for nearly 1,000 kilometers, and the Alaska Railway doesn't connect to the lower 48 states. To address this, extensive railway networks would be required on both sides, posing significant logistical challenges in transporting workers and materials to the construction site, and inevitably leading to project delays and increased costs. The tunnel is estimated to cost around $12 billion, with the rest of the investment focused on creating an entire transport system. However, challenges may arise due to the different rail track gauges used by the US and Russia, potentially causing logistics issues during the transfer of goods. Additionally, obtaining US support is uncertain at this point. Even if the tunnel and rail line are successfully constructed, flying by airplane between the US and Asia would still be a faster option for passenger travel. Hence, the tunnel is expected to primarily serve freight transportation. Despite these hurdles, proponents argue that a tunnel connecting Asia and North America could offer a safer, more affordable, and quicker means of transporting goods between the two continents. According to TKM World Link, the envisioned tunnel would encompass a high-speed railway, highway, pipelines, as well as power and fiber optic cables. This comprehensive infrastructure project aims to physically link North and South America with the Old World, potentially stimulating economic growth on both sides of the tunnel. The proposed tunnel connecting Russia and Alaska is viewed as a significant venture with substantial economic benefits for both regions, fostering closer integration into the global economy. If successfully implemented, this large-scale project holds the promise of substantial rewards for all parties involved. This tunnel could be really important because it might help create a big path for renewable energy to travel all around the world. It can carry power from wind and tides over really long distances. Even though there's a lot of coal, natural gas and minerals in places like Alaska and Siberia that we haven't used up yet, this tunnel could give countries with lots of these resources a big chance to make and sell more stuff. Places like the Russian Far East and North America might save up to $20 billion every year in electricity costs by using hydroelectric power. So if we use these resources and build this tunnel, it could be a huge step in bringing the whole world together. Instead of everyone being separate, this project could make people and cultures work together. It might start a new time where countries cooperate and understand each other better. But we're not sure if this project will really happen. We'll have to wait and see. What do you think about this big project? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with another video.